From the beginning, the state of Israel seems to have been pursued by an ancient curse, like a shadow hovering over it. For ages, it has been said that the existence of this nation cannot surpass 80 years. The Jewish religious text, the Talmud, whispers of a future doom awaiting Israel, an end that approaches ominously. This ancient belief is known as the curse of the 8th decade. This so-called curse lurks in every corner of modern Israel, as though remnants of a blood-stained history echo through its every shadow. Is this cycle of rise and fall a mere accident? Or is it an inevitable fate resulting from the deeds of the Jewish nation? Will Israel overcome this so-called curse and last beyond 80 years? Or will its fate be sealed by 2028? Why are Israel's leaders so anxious and restless? Is there truly a reason for Israel's destruction within the next 4 years? And if so, what could it be? Iran, internal discord among the Jewish people, or something else entirely? The history of the Jewish people reveals a cycle of repeated rise and fall, a seemingly inescapable loop. The first ancient Israel was established around 3,000 years ago under King Solomon, revered as Prophet Suleiman by Muslims. For the Jewish people, it was a glorious kingdom, with the Temple of Solomon representing the height of their power. However, beneath this glory brewed betrayal, injustice, and greed. After Solomon's death, internal conflicts led to civil war. Israel split into 2 kingdoms, north and south, and the seeds of their own destruction were sown. Israel's downfall came quickly. First, the Syrians attacked and left northern Israel in ruins. Later, the Babylonians burned Jerusalem to the ground. Thus ended the story of the first Jewish state, torn apart by internal discord and the ambition of its own people within 80 years of its establishment. Centuries later, the Persian king Cyrus allowed the Jewish people to return to their Holy Land. They built a second Israel, and the temple rose once more. But history repeated itself. Pride, greed, and the lust for power once again divided the Jewish community. They even conspired against their rulers, the Romans, whose wrath ultimately destroyed the second Jewish state within 80 years as well. Nearly 2 millennia later, the third Jewish state, modern Israel, was established in 1948. Yet, traces of the old political conspiracies, religious extremism, and power struggles persist within Israel's society. Its influence over global politics, efforts to control other nations, and hidden strategies against enemies have brought about a new shadow of doom. Israel's existence seems overshadowed by a curse they cannot escape. Beneath the unity seen on the surface, Israel is rife with internal divisions. Tensions between ultra-Orthodox and secular Jews have heightened, as have differences in education, culture, and economics. Politically, conflicts between the ultra-nationalist right-wing parties and liberal factions weaken Israel's political structure, adding to its internal strife. Iran's nuclear ambitions are yet another threat. As Iran advances its nuclear program, a sense of dread intensifies within Israel, with leaders voicing fears that if Iran obtains nuclear weapons, it could spell the end of Israel. In a recent speech, Israel's current prime minister expressed deep concerns, citing unprecedented challenges threatening the very foundation of the state. Former leaders echo similar fears, saying Israel is on the brink of collapse, caught between external enemies and internal discord. The specter of the curse of the 8th decade lingers, suggesting that Israel may not surpass 80 years. As we approach 2028, the question remains, can Israel break free from this seemingly cursed cycle? Will it withstand the internal conflicts, the religious divides, and the threats looming on the horizon? Or will history repeat itself, sealing Israel's fate once more? To uncover the truth, we must wait and watch as the story unfolds over the coming years, right up until 2028.